Hello folks, Dave here again, and welcome to part one of my playthrough of Alien Isolation. So this is, the Alien franchise is one of my all-time favorite series of movies, like basically ever. I constantly find myself going back and rewatching the first three movies, and then not really much of anything else in the series, unfortunately, though. I think there's supposed to be a new, TV series or something coming out for it. I also have the Alien role-playing game, and yeah, Isolation's one of my favorite, one of my favorite games from the previous generation. So we're gonna be playing it here. This is, I guess, this is technically like the Xbox One version. I had the 360, but I don't know if this will track as a separate thing or not. But we're just gonna go through and make sure that. Game options. Okay. Looks like I got everything set up. I think I tested this out a little while ago just to play it a little bit. Video. Nope, we're just going to go with that. Ooh, film grain intensity. Okay. Alright, yeah, so audio. I don't think there's anything I really need to worry about with audio. I might turn the music down just a smidge. I'll turn subtitles on so that it'll be easier to follow some of the dialogue. Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? So this is a... I don't know if this is actually canon or not. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that the events of this game are actually considered to be like genuine canon in the Alien universe, because I'm pretty sure it's referenced in the role-playing game, the RPG, and the RPG was made with the design document that was put together for like the actual canon for the Alien series, which ends about 10 years after Alien 3. So, like Resurrection and the Alien vs. Predator movies, they're not really part of it. Prometheus and I guess Covenant are. But I don't think they really reference them too much. So, anyway, let's get right into it, shall we? We're going to start a new game. Playing with head tracking. Oh, okay. We're going to turn that off because I don't have a... Oh, yeah, okay, so this is definitely... Okay. When playing the game with noise detection, allows to connect... Yeah, okay. So this is definitely the Xbox One version. Alright, so we're going to play this on... Nightmare. No, we're definitely not doing Nightmare. We're going to try it on hard, and we're going to see how badly I do with this. One of the things that I was really impressed with, like, from the very beginning, because I had this for the 360, and just, like, the visuals of this game are pretty amazing.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up.
Yeah, we all know how that turned out.
This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Also, I'm going to apologize in advance. We are getting into the beginning of allergy season, and it is already starting to kick my butt. So I'm a little bit stuffed up. I'll try my best not to have it affect the stream.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Or an escalating series of unfortunate events. I always liked the way that they did, like, the, maybe not so much the facial animations, but just, like, the skin texture and everything, like, the pores. I don't know, I just, like, I'm not someone who, like, usually, like, gushes over graphics, but I really loved the way that this game looked. And keep in mind, it was developed sort of in the early days of the of the Xbox One, because it was simultaneously made for the 360, and it looked great on the 360 too. So there we got the famous drinking bird. I also love the little sumo guy there. So that's Taylor. The drinking bird belongs to, I think that's the ship's captain. And then Samuel's thing is like basically a calculator. And a dry erase marker? Or maybe it's a little pen light. Anyway, again, like they do a really good job of making this feel like, you know, it's kind of that lived-in, low-tech sort of, you know, future that, you know, again, I think that the Alien series did really well. The one thing they didn't quite nail was how the how to animate like the body if you're sort of looking down or things like that. And to be fair, like a lot of first-person shooter games at the time weren't really concerning themselves with that. Like I think like in more modern games you would find that if you were looking down at your feet and you were spinning, like they might move their feet to sort of go with the motion. Oh. All right, let's go get dressed, shall we? So this is a first-person survival horror game. And it was actually a really huge departure from pretty much all the previous like alien-related games that we kind of had. Like the game that came out before this one, shortly before this one, was Colonial Marines, and I actually kind of like Colonial Marines. It's definitely not perfect, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But it was definitely nowhere near the standards um, that I think they had set out for. So a lot of there was a lot kind of riding on this one, and I think because Colonial Marines was such a disappointment, it kind of impacted people's. I'm not going to say the willingness to buy it, but maybe their enthusiasm for it. Hey, Roll Stats, how's it going? Hope you're having a great evening.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realized
Same old, yeah, I hear you.
The Nostromo.
M-class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
But first, I'm gonna mess around. Ah, sound effects. I kind of wish that you could actually use that to, like, scan someone or something in the game. When did Alien Isolation come out? That is a really good question. It was early in the Xbox One's life because it was also co-released for the 360. I can't remember if it came out after I moved to be with the missus. Let me just quickly. I want to say it's like 2012 or 13, maybe. (2014). Came out in 2014 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and then the PS4 and the Xbox One. So I think if you had like the Xbox, you can. I want to say this is actually on Game Pass. I actually purchased the digital copy of it just because it was on sale for like $6 or something like that. It was ridiculously cheap, so I ended up buying it, but I had it downloaded from Game Pass before that. And I just went the wrong way. But yeah, this is basically the sequel to the original 1979 Alien.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it.
It's absolutely worth the play.
I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive.
No, just trying to get ahead. That's cool.
I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
Yeah, already talked to him.
All personnel to the bridge. Approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
Yeah, the graphics, everything that they did to this game was really well done. Like they really captured the feel of the original movie like incredibly well. They got the little things of like cereals. You can actually make out like the Cheerios and like Rice Krispies. Obviously, they're not the brand names, but it's still brand flakes, coffee, cornflakes. And they did call them cornflakes. But yeah, they did a really impressive job, and they pretty much had to because they were really kind of put on the spot after Colonial Marines, because Colonial Marines was supposed to be like the continuation of the Alien story, and it bombed pretty hard. I think you missed the intro. It did replay Ripley's message from the end of Alien, where she's talking about her final report before she went into cryo. But there are DLC packs, and I don't think they're included with the Game Pass version. But it's like I said, I got this on sale and it was pretty cheap, and this had all of it. And there's like Expendable and Last Survivor, and those are actually both played from the perspective of Ripley during the original Alien movie. So Crew Expendable is like the portion where I think you're trying to trap the alien in the vents, and the Last Survivor is basically during like the self-destruct sequence.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old empire.
But the base game, you play as Ripley's daughter.
Contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
So I would really love to see this get like an actual like dedicated sequel. I want to say there was like a mobile game that was supposed to be the sequel to this, but there needs to be like a full-blown one.
Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is a commercial vessel, Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number.
Are there Hyperdyne systems androids? Well, I don't want to spoil too much yet.
Yutani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over. Hello, Marshal?
The one thing I will say is that the space station that we're about to dock at is actually owned by a competitor to Weyland-Yutani, the company by the name of Seegson. And Seegson is basically the Kirkland or store brand tech company. So they basically offer like similar products to other companies like Weyland-Yutani, but for those who are more budget oriented, we'll say.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? It's actually funny that you mentioned that because, playing another Alien because I actually was going to bring that up or kind of send that out as like an email for send some feelers out, because I really want to run either the starter set or the Destroyer of Worlds adventure. Like Destroyer of Worlds is the one that I want to run the most, but the starter set adventure is also like really good. It's longer than the one from the core rulebook. Like the core rulebook was. Oh, well, who would have expected something terrible would have happened here? But the core book is basically like Act 3 of a story. But yeah, no, I am totally down for that. So, I'll send the email out. It'll probably be like on a Saturday, more than likely. Like, I don't think it'll take over one of our regular games, but I might like throw a couple Saturdays in there to run some, because I love the Alien RPG. Like I am down at any point to run some Alien. I also started watching Firefly again recently, and in the first episode they actually have an Easter egg with the, like when Reynolds is on the anti-aircraft gun, the display actually has the Weyland-Yutani logo. So I thought it might also be kind of cool to try like a Firefly style like campaign play, like not cinematic but campaign, but have it set in the Alien universe. Oh yeah, spacewalks. So spacewalks in games are about as successful as prison transfers, in that they always go wrong every time without fail. So, in this game, one of the interesting things about this one is the when you go to save, you actually save in real time. So when you saw like the lights sort of go down, like count down, like 3 lights, then 2, then 1, that actually happens in real time. So you're stuck in that position during that time, but you're technically not safe if you're being chased by something. It will tell you, though, like, if you walk up to it, it will say hostiles nearby, so you can decide not to try to save, because it does leave you vulnerable, but I don't think I've ever actually died during saving, but I've seen clips of it happening. Yeah, for an 8-year-old game, that was originally designed like 2 console generations back, it's a really nice looking game. I forget if there's anything. Okay. It's been a long time since I played this all the way through. So, my memory of what to do or where to go is gonna be a little hazy. Because, like, this came out in 2014. I want to say the last time I actually played this all the way through was probably, like, I think it was when we moved to the city. So that was like 2016, maybe 20. So it's been like 5 years. It's been like 5-6 years since the last time I actually played this all the way through. So we'll see how well I do. Oh yeah, sets the mood really well. Okay, decommissioning. So the station, actually, so the station that we're on, not only is it owned by a Weyland-Yutani competitor, but it was in the process of being decommissioned. This also, I don't think it's orbiting LV-426, but it's in the very near vicinity. I guess that's all we got there is the decommission. Okay. And I know, like, we're a ways away from it, but I guess since we're sort of talking up the game and singing some of its praises, the enemies in this game have an AI system, or like basically the main like alien creature. Easter eggs bound. Oh yeah. Take like actual damage in that the force cutscene, by the way. I think there's a couple of times where you take force damage.
This'll help.
Yeah, the first step is a doozy. But yeah, so the alien creature, because I mean, I'm not going to say it's a spoiler that there's going to be an alien creature in a game set in the Alien universe called Alien Isolation. But it actually has this really well done, developed AI system. So the creature, it never cheats. And I think there's only 2 instances in the entire game where it teleports. So if it's looking for you, then it's actually looking for you. Yeah, who would have guessed that? I know, right? But yeah, so like if you make too much noise, it will actually be attracted to like the noise and everything else. So it actually does and it learns too. So for example, if you tend to hide in a particular area too often, eventually the creature will start looking in those areas. So like there are lockers you can hide in, and if you do it too much, it starts to realize that, and it will start opening lockers. So it's just they did a lot of really cool stuff with the AI in this game. Okay, where am I going here? There was a ladder. Oh, here we go. Oh. I think I've been playing too much Resident Evil. I started playing like Resident Evil 2 and 3 again, and I'm used to not having to press a climb button. So I really got to break that habit in this game, because that will absolutely come back to haunt me.
Hello? Anyone here?
I think one of the other things that this game does, again, really well, similar to the movie, is it actually takes its time to build the atmosphere. It's on Game Pass. Well, enjoy, my friend. Alright, so to restore power, it's got to do there are mini games for there's mini games for a lot of things in this, like activating generators or flipping switches. For example, some of the switches you'll actually have to pull the trigger buttons and then pull down on the thumbstick. So it's a little more immersive, I guess, in that sense. Okay, moved our stash. If you're looking for a stash, I've moved it. You left it right out in the open where anyone can look at it. I've hidden it in one of the storerooms. The code is 0340. As far as I know, access codes are always the same. I don't think they change. So now I just gotta find the storage room. Baggage transit. Okay, there we go. There's the med kit. This game also does have a crafting system, which we're going to take a look at here very shortly. So you hold down B to bring up your radial menu, and you'll have different items on there. And then for things that you can actually craft, what you do is you just go down to it, and you'll see that it actually has the stuff on the side there, and it's left bumper to build. So we're just going to press left bumper, and we're just going to commit some... the pieces that we have, we'll just put in there, and they'll be there, ready to go. So we don't have to worry about it again. Oh, actually, was that what I needed? No. What do I need? SCJ injectors. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The D&D game. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun running that one. I got to be honest though, I'm kind of like going way off of the book at this point. Okay, I restored power. Oh crap! I had to do something with the terminal, and I didn't do it. I appreciate that. I'm glad you had a good time. There we go. Supervise away. It wasn't full improvisation, but it was something that the idea for what happened I came up with the night before. And that whole thing was actually contingent on you guys taking a long rest instead of a short rest. So something different would have happened had you have taken a short rest.
What the hell happened here?
So I think this is kind of like a promenade area.
The Torrens.
Oh, and that's the ship that we were on.
I'm here. I'm right here. Verlaine!
Are weapons readily available? No, this is like a survival horror game. Sorry, that was just a lot of loud sound effects going off my ear. I mean, there are weapons, yes. But they're not super plentiful. And you do not get Colonial Marine gear. I think you get like a pistol and a shotgun, and I think the other thing you get is like basically like a bolt gun, like an actual like tool that you can use as a weapon. You also get like a multi-tool like wrench kind of thing that you can use as a melee weapon. but there's not a lot. And again, spoilers: the alien, the xenomorph, is not concerned with your weapons. Oh, sorry. You do also get a flamethrower. I should actually. The flamethrower is like one of the only things you can really use to deter the alien. I mean, this really went the alien route and not the aliens route. So they really wanted to make the creature as daunting and terrifying as it was in the original movie. No minigun or rocket launchers, no.
Today's update. After numerous demands, Marshal Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But
Okay.
He continued to be evasive, and
So I'm playing this on a higher difficulty, and on like the normal difficulty, I think there's usually another thing here that you can get like scrap and crafting pieces from, but it's not in this difficulty. So, and I also want to say, like, the difficulty that you play on also dictates how abundant some things are. Because I did do a playthrough on like the easy difficulty setting, and I had a decent amount of ammo to deal with other threats in the game, but I don't think that's going to be the case in this one.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
Yeah, so believe it or not, that button prompt to move that little robot thing out of the way, I almost consider that to be like the first boss of the game. Because when I was playing it on the 360, for some reason, I don't know if there was like an update that fixed it, but the spacing, like where you had to be aiming to get the prompt to show up, was like super specific, and for a while, I was just essentially stuck. So I don't know if they patched it or fixed it or what it was, but that was like one of the first obstacles in the game, was just pressing a frickin' button. I mean, there might be synthetics. I mean, keep in mind things like The Walking Dead was also super popular around this time, so sometimes the greatest threat isn't the alien or the robots, but man itself. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Yeah, the atmosphere was nailed, like, big time.
That's gotta be the.
And you can tell that the people that designed this, you could tell how big of, like, how much they were fans of the source material. Again, I don't know, did you ever play Aliens Colonial Marines? It was basically just like a first-person shooter, and it took place after Aliens. Which I don't know why they called it Alien Colonial Marine, since it was after Aliens, but that game made a lot of promises that it did not intend to keep. No, I honestly can't recommend it. It was rough. So basically, they kind of hyped it up to be something like this. It was supposed to be sort of like a love letter to the Alien franchise. It was supposed to basically supposed to pick up the story after Aliens and like sort of be the continuation of the main plot, but it did not turn out very well. The AI was basically like non-existent, and once again, oh, there we go. Was basically non-existent. Like the aliens would just run towards you, and you were like a Marine, so you had like high-powered weaponry and everything like that. But there was actually a bug in the game's programming, that basically that basically ruined the enemy AI. Like there were all kinds of it's not like this game at all. Like at all. You could definitely I would recommend like looking up some videos of it, because there are some pretty like comical glitches where like the aliens get hung up on level geometry or things along those lines, but it's I wouldn't recommend it unless you're like a super hardcore Alien fan and you're willing to subject yourself to a below average game. Alright, jump scares. Yeah, so I like look up videos, but don't spend any of your money on it. I don't think you can even buy it like on the Microsoft Store. And I'm not entirely sure if it's on the backwards compatibility list with the Series X. I kind of want to say that it's not. Although a game that is actually pretty good. It's more action-oriented than this. Like, it is like another like first-person shooter. But there was, I think it was a 2009 Alien vs. Predator game. And it had 3 campaigns. So there's a campaign where you play as a Marine, one where you could play as a Predator, and one where you could play as the Alien. And I think the Alien one is like the shortest. And then like the Predator one is sort of like the intermediate length, and then the Marines one is kind of like it's kind of the main focus, like the main story, I guess you could say. That game was actually really good. I would recommend that one. And I think you can buy it. Oh, hey. Look at this guy. So lazy. Just falling asleep in a puddle of blood. Oop, joystick. Oh. I did not know I could hide in here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, the Alien vs. Predator game is worth it. Aliens killing Marines is not. The more you know. Well, it is good to know where you can hide. Yeah, okay, I was talking about the AI earlier. So, the difficulty setting of the game also dictates how advanced the AI will get. So, like in the in the easy and normal difficulty, the xenomorph can only progress so far. I don't know if it gets to the point... In the easy mode, it definitely does not get to the point where it will actually look inside of lockers or things like that to find you. On the normal mode, it might, but it's like a lot later in the game. And I'm playing this on the hard mode, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, rigor mortis set in there. The only thing I'll say about this game, and I don't know if the Xbox One version is as bad for it as the 360 version was, but when you're doing some of these prompts, like for the example, using the stuff to remove the security brace, so the first thing you have to do is hit the A button, right, to break open the lock. Then you're supposed to hold both triggers, left and right, and then move the joystick to the left. You can kind of like do hold all three prompts together, and it will register. But with the 360 version, anyway, there were times where it basically just wouldn't recognize anything, and I'd have to back out and start over again. But to be fair, I was playing that when it first came out, so there's a very good chance that was actually patched. Do they mostly come out at night? Mostly.
Look, if you can't even tell me your name, we're gonna be here a hell of a long time.
I think the problem is that this game absolutely takes place at night.
You all into a lot of trouble. Someone's gonna be accountable. I'm gonna make damn sure someone's accountable. No? Tough guy, huh? Turner, turn off the tape. Maybe our friend here is just shy.
Yeah, no, nothing signals police brutality more than turning off the recording device.
This time he nearly wrecked the door with a maintenance jack. Guess he figures it's safe here. Wants to lock himself in. Screw him. We got too much to worry about without babysitting drones.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Anyway, I threw him in the evidence lockup. Let the son of a bitch sleep it off.
Stay still.
Okay. Okay.
Now turn around.
We have a mixture of anticipation and dread. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I felt the same way like the first time I played the game.
Station. A ship.
There's no ships here.
There are now.
Well, that's good news, because things are not so good here. Something blue just now. Rocked this whole place.
I saw it.
But lady, that's the least of our problems.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay.
I mean, right now you kind of look like a killer.
What's your name?
Axel.
I was boarding with 2 colleagues. EVA.
Actually, I like Axel.
Can you help me find them?
Why?
Because you seem to know your way around.
No, I mean, why? What's in it for me?
A place on the ship.
How do I know I can trust you?
I need to find comms. I need to contact my ship.
This is your lucky day.
So again, think of it kind of like the Walking Dead sort of thing, where society is basically completely just devolved instantly.
We can get into all sorts of trouble there. Okay?
So he's like season 4 or 5 Rick. Like that's basically what Axel's kind of going through right now.
Had to keep my distance. Can't take any chances. Stick close to me.
What?
Hey, don't move.
Okay. We're not looking for trouble. Who are you?
I'm John. This is Ringo.
They're just some assholes. We haven't got time for this. Come on, Jana.
We're trying to get to comms. Can you help us?
We don't need their help. Don't tell them anything. Look, I've got the elevator working. Jana, let's go, okay?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
doesn't seem like a lucky day. Spacewalk disaster, dead people everywhere. And crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess luck is a relative term. But you are right. This is Amanda Ripley's like bad day.
Everyone's running shit scared, keeping to their own. Safer that way.
So he also kind of like shows you or lets you know that essentially humans are going to be a threat in this game as well.
Hold up. Let me get the elevator.
Okie dokes.
Allow me. Place is over.
Also, he's a character in a video game who actually opens a door instead of asking you to do it. So, you know, that's pretty rare.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I mean, he does make me press the button, so I guess, you know, he's not that good. But I was playing Gears of War a while back, and it's like, okay, so, you know, you need to open that door, and you got like 3 people just standing around, and it's like, why can't any of them open the door? Why does it always have to be me? But they'll just stand there and keep saying how the door needs to be opened. So, I mean, the fact that he actually opened the door is it's a nice touch. I like it.
Right fucking now.
Fine. Like I said, there's a killer.
A killer? What does that even mean?
I ain't seen it, but it's here. Picking us off one by one.
What are you saying? A psycho? A person?
No, something else. A monster.
You are the designated door opener for the party. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. I mean, they say you're supposed to lead by example, but my god.
Shit, we need to move. This way. Get down.
This is bullshit, man. You should be looking for a way off. Are you crazy? There's no way off. At least we're safe down here. For how long?
And yeah, those guys are definitely armed. Oh yeah, also lean mechanic. Represent. So if you're crouched down, the left bumper and then up will have you duck over or peek over. You can go left, you can go right.
We'll have to go random.
You can go slightly down. I don't know what the purpose of lowering an inch is, but you can do it. Stealth mode is super important for this game.
Friends of yours?
I've had run-ins with those guys before. They don't like strangers, even nice guys like me.
I'm shocked.
I ain't pulling your chain, darling. You want to go and say hello? It's your funeral. Those guns aren't for show.
Someone should be doing something.
They are. It's called surviving.
Yeah, that's right. In a horror situation.
Everyone's turning on each other. The fear, it makes people crazy.
I've noticed. You've been living here?
What can I say? My butler's on holiday. Grab what you need. You don't know when you'll get another chance. Been hunkered down here for a week now, waiting for a ship. Waiting for you, I guess.
Oh, nice place you got here.
It can get pretty dark around here. You should take that flashlight over there. Make sure you're stocked up on batteries.
Ah, yes. Flashlights with the world's crappiest battery capacity.
Be careful not to flash it around. We don't want to get caught. Let's go.
The android brain. Understanding our half-brothers. Oh boy.
This way.
Thrust. I think that's right. They can conquer interstellar space travel, but I mean, batteries are tough.
Watch the vent. There's another vent round here somewhere. I marked it so I wouldn't forget it. How about you look around? We're not going anywhere until you find that vent.
Axel.
Found it.
Hold on. I'm coming.
So that was supposed to be the flashlight tutorial area, but if you know where to go, then you don't need to waste your battery. I mean, the battery's not like super. It's not too bad. It's not like the Halo 2 flashlight, which lasts for 10 seconds. But if you can conserve it, you should. Especially on hard mode. By the way, can I make another? I can. So we are going to do that.
It's not smart to stay here too long.
There, we got 2. Whoops, did not mean to do that.
That's the way everyone travels around here.
Just those that want to stay alive, sweetheart. Torrens, so that's your ship, huh? Quiet.
I mean, yeah, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Will do.
Get that
Gotta
flashlight
go
off.
meet the others. Something's going down. There's always something going down. Come on.
Yeah, if you turn the flashlight on, or if you have the flashlight on when you go there, he will chastise you.
Follow me.
You know what? Just in case, there are no autosaves in this game, or at least I don't think there's auto. Maybe there are. Maybe there are checkpoints. I don't know. But I think when you die, you go back to the last actual save point.
Still think we need more supplies. Guns, food. Wherever
What's
we
the
can find
emergency? Someone else has been here. Everyone, stay alert. Keep your guns tight. Shoot anyone you don't know. Stick around while I check our stock.
Glad I found you guys.
Yeah. You guys sound super cool.
It just turned itself off? No. Somebody's here.
Check it out. Everyone with me.
Glad I'm not alone anyway.
Doesn't seem to be broken. How would you know, Einstein?
Nice
If
one.
the generator had blown, there'd be smoke.
Let's keep it down. They're still close by. Follow me.
You were the one that just took off running. Oh, on the agent. Another save point. Don't mind if I do. The save points are pretty generously sprinkled throughout the game. And they do use like the emergency communication panel, so it makes sense that there's a few of them. Okay, Axel, you're kind of in the way there, bud. They seem like pleasant fellows. Yeah, again, that's a spot where if they catch you, you can die.
Sebastopol, not quite what you're expecting, eh? I'm not even supposed to be here. My shipping out papers were for a week ago.
Aspirin, huh? Isn't that a name brand?
It's powered down. The assholes have cut us off. Got it. We need to activate both consoles at the same time to open it. I'll do this one. You go to the one on the other side.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. What could possibly go wrong? As we're separated now by a barrier.
Ready. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Axel,
Behind you.
I'll save you, Axel.
Get here now! I've got the thieving son of a bitch. You bums think you can take what you want?
Right trigger to melee, huh? Wham!
Fuck. Let's go. The others are on their way. We need to go! Now!
Hey, you bastard!
Move it!
Shoot him! Shit, I think he's dead.
Or don't.
They killed him.
I mean, we shot him in the head.
You killed that guy!
Because he
Yeah, it escalates super quick.
saved my life. This is about survival.
Don't talk about survival too much here, buddy. You're in a cutscene now.
Hear something. I hear something.
Axel?
What have I got on me?
What the hell was that thing?
Okay, well, there we go. Now we also, so we call for the thing here, but it's also going to take a very long time to like show up. The music does not help this section. Oh, well, there we go. So that was the teaser for the alien, but not quite the full. Although I think you can actually die in that section if you take too long to activate the train car. Because I'm pretty sure I've died there before.
Serving Seegson Communication Technologies, Tech Support Services, and Gemini Exoplanet Solutions. Sebastopol Transit System is reported in service today.
Also, that scene was kind of a callback to the death of Brett in the first game, because you had like the chains sort of rattling, you had like sort of like the water kind of raining down in the section that we were in. It was very reminiscent of that scene. Whoa, okay.
Guys, over here! Someone's here!
No, we're not. Okay, so these things here, you can access them, you can sort of do certain things with them. So the turning off the air purification system can kind of... Oh, I thought that's where I was supposed to go. Oh, damn it. Okay. I screwed up. I was supposed to go down first. And I don't think they're here yet. So I picked something up here which will trigger... Yeah.
She was trying to hack the elevator's security. Circuits are fried. Easy fix. Just need to find a new data set.
Maybe. I say we let her go. I mean, you don't have to do that. Nothing to see here. All right. Oof. Okay. Oh no. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Are you not gonna let me pick that up? Oh, that's bad. He dropped his revolver, but I can't seem to, can't seem to pick it up. I'm stressed when I speak out everything I'm thinking word for word. Yeah, I'm a little concerned now. Because I'm pretty sure that's where... Oh, maybe that's not where you get the pistol.
Come on.
I'm not going down there. No way.
She's got your hack tool.
It didn't work. We'll find another way out. We've been here too long already.
Well, it's always good when the people trying to kill you are too scared to come into the section that you just ran into. Okay, I have never actually seen that before. Oh, okay, here's where you get the revolver. Good. Never mind. I thought I could have sworn I got it off the guy's body, but I guess not. Also, drinking birds. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to... My health's getting kind of low, so yeah, I'm gonna have to use the... Oh, that is super loud. It's time for payback. Go kill those bastards. Working on it. But first, I need to remember where I'm actually supposed to go. And to be fair, like I said, it's been... Keycard required. It's been a long time. Oh. There's the keycard. Now, I won't need a keycard once I get my hack tool. Although I think you still need to... use keycards from time to time.
Oh, God.
Hey, buddy. Just gonna take your stuff. And ignore the sounds of things moving around in the vents and hissing. Okay. Oh.
The flight recorder.
There we go. That's the flight recorder from the Nostromo that Amanda's mother, Ellen Ripley, was on. Well, that was our whole reason for coming here, and,
Unauthorized access detected. Security lockdown initiated. Please wait for security check.
you know when they say you're supposed to, like, click the eject thing before you, God, the dramatic music is not friggin' helping here.
Let's try this thing out.
Whoops. Definitely not her lucky day. No, it is not.
Give me a break.
Oh yeah, like I said, the atmosphere will definitely get you. Like, I mean, like, I know for a fact that you're safe in that part when the alarm starts going off, but it still makes me anxious. Okay, so the security tuner, you have just a set amount of time to match the symbols that you see there. There's a few different mini games that can come up, but that's the most common one. And you get 3 attempts. I don't know what happens if you fail all 3. I've never actually had that happen. Ooh, flashbang. But if there's one thing like this game really excels at, it's definitely making you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, so there I was holding both triggers and left on the thumbstick all at the same time, and it registered, so... Oops. There it is. And here we go. So this is... We had the teaser... Okay, so it's just down here with us now. And the elevator is not working. So we've let it out now. And, as it just so happens... Oops. Okay, select Pokeball, backwards E, and then the S. So now it is actively engaged. And as you can see, it will go after... It will go after other people. So yeah, now it is actively after us. So this is a vent that we can climb in purely for the purposes of hiding. Oh, come on. It just stopped registering inputs there for a second. I did not like that. Okay. So one of the things like the pacing of the game, there are certain sections where you're kind of in a safe zone, where the alien won't be following you, and I think we're going into one of those right now. Yeah, so we're kind of in a safe section for the time being. Ooh, just got myself an achievement. So like the game does kind of like take its foot off the gas at times, which is good. Are there facehuggers there? There might be. Not there. I will say for all certainty, there are not in the early game. As for anything after that, well, you never know. So you had mentioned like the Hyperdyne Systems droids, which are meant to look like super. I mean, they're meant to like blend in and be realistic. So Seegson, being the off-brand or like the store brand, basically version of different companies' technologies, they've created these guys, which are definitely not nightmare fuel.
Ripley. Amanda Ripley. I need your help.
Please take a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
No wonder Seegson is losing the tech race.
Our working Joe synthetics are designed to be instant.
So those are called Working Joes. And the whole philosophy behind their creation. Oh, by the way, there's a oh, cool. There's like a drawing of a xenomorph and a robot. But there's the origami unicorn. I think that's like a Blade Runner reference, is it not? But so the idea behind the Working Joes is that they are where like the Hyperdyne droids look completely human and are indistinguishable from like just ordinary humans, which makes some people uncomfortable. The Working Joes are meant to be super obvious, like they're also not meant to have like they basically don't have a personality. They don't fill the exact same purpose. They're really meant for more of like menial labor or or things that might be considered too hazardous for humans. They kind of fill that role. They're kind of like the expendable labor. I don't think I can do anything here yet. But there are some cool, like, I guess Easter eggs, you might say, with these guys. So we're just going to watch this guy for a little bit and see if he actually does the thing. Blade Runner, okay, that's what I thought. I have a confession to make. I haven't actually watched Blade Runner. I saw the sequel, the more recent sequel, and that one kind of sucked. So I don't know how interested I am. But I should. I think it's on Netflix. So like I said, the Working Joes don't have like distinct personalities. They're basically programmed with some very fundamental things. Like they can assist with menial tasks. Top 5 movies of all time. Yeah, okay, he keeps looking at me. I don't like that. I want to see if he'll do the thing, because there's a thing that they will do that is a callback to Alien. And goddamn it, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait as long as it takes. Yeah, aren't there like a? Isn't Blade Runner like a movie where there's all kinds of different cuts of it? Like watching it from different sources might give you a slightly different experience. Come on, buddy, do the thing. Come on, you know you want to. Ooh, little lens flare there. Okay, the director's cut. All right. I'll have to look for that version. Come on. Do the thing. Okay, if he doesn't do it here, I'm gonna move on and just see if I can get another one to do it. Ah, you suck.
Can I help you?
I need to get into comms control. It's urgent.
That is a restricted area.
It's an emergency. Don't you realize what's going on?
Apollo has the situation in hand. Your registration is almost complete.
Forget it. I'll find my own way in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like the endings were different in different versions of the movie. Okay, studio. Basically studio interference.
Some kind of tracker. It's been modified.
Ah.
Are you lost?
No.
Nope.
No problem.
Okay, so the motion tracker is like super useful. You can't really see it here as much because I don't have like a clear objective right now, but when you do have an objective, it will actually have like a little line sort of at the top of the screen that will move around based on your orientation to kind of like try to guide you to where you need to go. And if there's movement in the nearby area, it'll make like the beeping sound. But you can also, if you are holding it out, you can see how like you're focused on the tracker, so everything that's not the tracker is blurry. If you pull the left trigger, which is kind of like the aim button sort of command, then it shifts the focus from background to foreground and back. So super useful tool. Door override. I put a manual lock on the door leading upstairs. Don't want any accidents until we figure out what's going on. Override door mechanism. There we go. Another thing that this game does a really good job of, like world building with these logs and entries. I probably won't like go through them too much like here in this playthrough. But if you like read through them, you sort of get an idea of what was going on when the station was being decommissioned. Because basically everybody that worked here is now suddenly, going to be losing their jobs. So things deteriorated. Okay, there you can see at the top of the top center of the tracker, that's just pointing us to our destination. So if I look this way, you can see it actually kind of slide down. So you want it to be at the center of your like radar section there. So that's how you can tell that you are going in the right direction. Also, thank God. Oh, gotta get used to it being the bumper. Now, one, I guess, pro tip. The tracker is great, but the sound that it makes when it's detecting motion, that can be heard by people and things in the game. So if you're like trying to hide from the alien and you got this out and it's picking up the alien's motion, he will hear it and he will come for you. Ooh, noisemaker. Okay. Oh. So the noisemaker is like one of the most broken items in the game. Because it makes noise and things will investigate it. And you can use it to actually like sick the alien on things. Oh, hey Kamikaze Kid, I appreciate you hanging out. So the importance of the unicorn in Blade Runner, the scene deals with... Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, because I've seen videos talking about it. But that's cool to know. And yes, hey, Kamikaze Kid, appreciate you hanging out. I actually kind of dropped the Village playthrough. When I started it the first time, I forgot that I had infinite ammo on, because it's a setting that you can have in the game. So I had that on for like just other casual playthroughs I was doing, and I went back and restarted the game with like finite ammo. But I just kind of got away from it, so I will pick it back up now that you finished it. But in the meantime, I'm going to be playing a bit of this. So I think what I'm going to actually do is shift, like have Alien be the Monday game and have, because I want to get back into streaming on Mondays and Wednesdays. And I think the game I'm going to do on Wednesday, I'm going to shift Village over to that one. I saw that, actually. Just before I was getting ready to jump on stream, you were fighting Mother Miranda. How'd that go, by the way?
Let me in. I need to contact my ship.
I can't allow that. Ripley, Amanda. You have now been locked with Apollo. Welcome to Sevastopol.
There's gotta be another way inside.
Oh, so Apollo... Oh, dear Lord. You're just hanging out right there, huh? I will. Not. So yeah, Apollo is basically like their computer system. Almost as easy. Yeah, the only thing I struggled with Mother Miranda with was the second phase where it's dark. Only because like I didn't, you don't see her until she's kind of like charging at you. And I was out of the mines, so if you have mines for that section, it's super easy. You just put them down right in front of you, and then she triggers them, and it moves you on to the very next phase. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, Apollo is like the computer system, so... Oh, here's a different minigame. We have to press the A button when the bar that's moving back and forth, when it's in the sort of like the lighter, kind of grayish section. It's fairly generous, too, with that one. But yeah, Apollo is basically Seegson's version of Mother. No, you don't want to do that. Needs a trench coat and a fedora.
Let me pass. It's me, Hughes. Don't you recognize me? Listen to me. We've got to re-establish long-range communications.
You're becoming hysterical.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Tut. Tut, let's resolve this amicably.
Oh my god.
Okay, so they're evil. So one thing to note about the working Joes, if their eyes are glowing red, they are hostile. If their eyes are glowing yellow, they are... friendly's not the right term, but... It's easier to point out the things that aren't evil in this game. Okay, sure, me, and that's basically it. Well, I was hoping... Yeah, turn the security cameras off.
Come on.
Yeah, that's true. The xenomorph is not technically evil. But it doesn't need to be to still be, like, yeah, misunderstood.
Central Communications Hub. Seeks and employees only.
Oh, and there's a guy there. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna die here a few times. Oh, when you're in the vents, by the way, your motion tracker does not work. Yeah, there goes the ship, but we don't have access to communications. We're about to. Where nothing can possibly go wrong.
Facility offline. All outgoing communications open.
That's just great.
Internal communications open on limited channels.
Gotta be someone on the station I can contact.
Wait, what's this way? Security tuner, eh? Okay, Pokeball, Ocarina, S. Incorrect code? What? Okay, so that's recorded the...
Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sebastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Weyland-Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
Okay, so that's just basically the hails from the...
Sebastopol! Did any of our EVA team make it on board? Please respond. We've taken damage in the explosion and are pulling out of Sebastopol space. Systems will be down while we repair. I can't say for how long.
Yeah, everybody's having a great time. That day just keeps getting luckier. Yeah, this is... So I don't know if you watched the recent... I guess it's a few years old now, but the Lost in Space remake that was on Netflix. Because this game kind of reminds me of that whole TV series, where it's just like everything that can go wrong will go wrong just because. Honestly, I don't think you're missing much.
If my senses do not meet Zeke's standards, please log a complaint.
Pretty sure his eyes are glowing red. Yeah. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, like, we watched, so my wife and I watched the first season, and we just couldn't get into it. It was just because there were just so many arbitrary issues that just kept coming up. And it happened so much, like, there were so many setbacks and then alternate solutions around them, or things like that, that it just basically, there was no tension left in the show for us. Like, we knew that, you know, the main characters were going to get out of the first season, even though they tried to frame it like, you know, they were in mortal danger. Get in line. We all need help, pal. Yeah. Well, he was the guy that was with us, originally. So yeah, I don't know if season 2 or 3 of Lost in Space got less over dramatic, but after season 1 was over, we just, oh shit. I don't think he saw me. Oof. They're not perceptive. Well, they get that way.
Samuels! You're alive! It's Ripley!
Ripley! Taylor, it's Ripley. We were getting worried.
I made it! Where are you?
We're at a transit station now. It's right by medical.
Okay. Samuels, listen to me. It's not safe here. Seegson's got this place locked tight. Their goddamn androids are killing people!
That's impossible. It's contrary to primary synthetic programming.
I've seen it, Samuels. I guess Seegson's
Oh
got
yeah,
an
that's
idea
always, you know, held up super well, right?
about creature. It's big and it's lethal.
Ripley, slow down. A creature.
It's a life form, an unknown type. Some kind of alien organism. It's extremely dangerous. You and Taylor need to
Ripley,
make...
Taylor is hurt. She was injured by debris during the crossing.
How bad?
I can't move her. I need medical supplies. We need to treat and pack the
And
injury.
the Torrens?
The radio is broken. I can't contact Verlaine. We're on our own.
Shit. Okay. I'll come to you. Keep your eyes open.
I'll send a transit car to you.
This Kamikaze Kid starting a no merchant run, huh?
Unauthorized communication. Please wait to be attended by a member of the Seegson personnel. Be with you momentarily.
Shit.
GNR interrupt engaged. Stand by.
Excuse me, gents.
This is Central Communications. Seegson
Okay, run. Oops. No, not yet. Oh, don't get hung up on the... No, you're not. Bye. Okay, I need a save point. Save point would be super handy right about now. Shoot.
Apollo is reporting a good service throughout Sevastopol.
Oh yeah, by the way, that drool coming down from the vent, I'm pretty sure that means something. So Had I have walked underneath of that, the alien would have gotten me. Did someone program them to attack? Well, it's currently a mystery.
This is a Seegson-assisted installation. Seegson, relentless in the pursuit of affordable quality.
Relentless.
With Seegson, there's someone behind you, helping you every single step of the way.
So he's just gonna stand there, isn't he? Okay. The isolating. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't think of a title, so that's kind of a placeholder. I didn't know how far, like, what progress I would make. And it's been a long time since the last time I played this game, so... That's Alien Slenderman? Yeah, kind of is. Oh. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, achievement. Fault detected. Killed an android. Okay. I never knew that one was there. I've never had that happen before. Okay, so this is sort of like the hub area. We should be relatively safe here. And more important, there... Yeah, that's true. The one that grabbed me didn't have red eyes, did it? But you know what? It still grabbed me and I'm not taking my... Okay, maybe I'm not as safe as I thought.
Station serving Seegson Communication Technologies, Tech Support Services, and Gemini Exo.
What am I trying to get to? Return... Okay. Yep. That's where we want to go. You shouldn't be there. Completed Seegson Communications. All right. Oh, I'm almost dead. I really need to use a...
Station serving the San Cristobal Medical Facility and Seegson Synthetics.
Ripley, Taylor's over here.
Ripley? Is that Ripley?
Hey, you. Hey, Samuels.
Try and rest, Taylor.
How is she?
She needs treatment. Medical's nearby, but I didn't want to leave her.
I'll go and investigate. See what I can find. You stay with her.
Or I can stay with her and you can go investigate. I mean, that'd be cool, right?
Creature shows up.
Hide.
Unauthorized security breach detected. All transit shut down by order of Apollo.
Naturally.
There's little time to waste,
Ripley. So I use that the last medkit. Well, actually, I mean, I have. So this is one of those like weird video game things. It's kind of like designing an adventure in D&D where you know you come across this wounded creature or person and they give you this like quest as their like dying wish. Because I mean, I've got a medkit. I've got 2 medkits, but they're mine. Mine.
Find our transit service deficient. Please fill out one of the forms provided.
I actually want to do another, for getting back to the Kamikaze Kid merchantless RE run. I really want to get back into doing some RE4 stuff. I was getting into speedrunning it for a while, like the New Game Plus category, and I was really enjoying it, but I kind of got out of it. I need to get back into doing it. Oh, those are people. I don't think I want to be around them anyway.
I need a doctor. Hello? I need a...
I can't hear you. Hang on. Come on, I'll open the elevator for you. Come on, come. There's no time to lose.
Herk blur. I actually also kind of want to see if I can start getting into speedrunning Village. New game plus, because that's just an easier way to get into learning the game, in my opinion. But that's one I'd like to try getting into as well. Am I supposed to go here? I guess that is, like, literally the only way I can go. I kind of wish it hadn't been, like, 6 years since the last time I played this. Well, thank you for explaining the noises. That's... I do appreciate that. Apparently, Resident Evil 5 co-op speedrunning is a lot of fun, too. But that's, like, the best way to do that is, like, the co-op one. Give it a 7 out of 10. I rate it a little bit higher than that. I would probably put it at about an 8. Did you ever play... Actually, did you ever play 7? Because Village and 7 are very similar in that they have... like they're basically multiple... They're multiple genres of horror kind of broken up. Yeah, RE5, RE5 co-op is... It's the way to play the game. For sure. I was trying to play it single player, and it kind of sucks. Okay, so yeah, 7... so 7 is... Yeah, so 7 and 8 are very similar. They're broken up in like different sections where each section kind of has its own type of horror that it does. So like in
Ripley, I need to find a doctor.
I'll let this
My
guy.
friend needs help. Medical supplies.
Me too. There are no supplies on this level. But there are plenty downstairs in the hospital dispensary.
How do we get there?
Why can't the dispensary be on the same level as the rest of the hospital?
You find the passcode for the service elevator and then I'll come down to the hospital with you, okay?
Passcode?
Yeah. I can direct you from here. Morley or Lingard would have had the new passcode. Morley's office is your best bet.
Yeah, so 7 and Village kind of both start with like the beginning of 7 is like a stalker, like slasher villain kind of horror with Jack Baker. So he'll routinely throughout the game he'll follow you around, and he's kind of like this unstoppable monster kind of thing. Then the mother, Marguerite, she's like her section's body horror. Oh, achievement. She's in the vents. Use the vent system 20 times. Cool. So that's kind of like a body horror section where there's like insect horror and body horror kind of combined. And then there's a section that's kind of an homage to things like Saw. So both 7 and 8 kind of have like multi-genre sections to them. Which is fine, because it switches things up, right? And I think that's... like, I don't know if I'd want to play an entire campaign where it's all, like, having Stalker... like, the whole game is a Stalker section. Which is funny, I'm saying that, playing a game that's basically like that. So, you know, I feel a little hypocritical saying that. But I don't think Resident Evil needs to be like that. So I kind of like the fact that they tried a few different things. What's down here? It depends. It depends on what you're looking for, I guess. So for me personally, I liked Village more because I liked the more action oriented kind of feel to it. Like, I mean, so Village is it's kind of like, you know, the Resident Evil 4, right? It's basically like that exact same style of gameplay. And Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games in the series, so so Village for me is kind of in that same... was there a save point in here? There was not. So Village for me is kind of like the same thing.
Let's work together. Mutual benefit.
But 7 is a much tighter story.
Just tell me where to go, Carl.
Tragic cases. Don't worry, they're all long gone. That's right. Along that corridor.
They're both good games. Like, I mean, we're debating the difference between a 7 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10 kind of thing. Like, they're both really good. Like, I would play either of them, you know, repeatedly. But I prefer 8 over 7. Low on meds.
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical keycard too. Morley always kept it on him.
Yeah, so I think you'll find 7's a little bit like that as well, a little bit disjointed, but it's tighter because everything feeds off each other a little bit better. So 1702, I need to remember that. 1702. But I would recommend you try 7. I think you'll really like it. The only thing about 7 is it is slow to get into. Because, like, the opening sequence, like, Village is a little bit slow to get into as well, but not quite as bad. But the beginning to 7, like going through the guest house and stuff like that is a bit plodding. But once you get past that part, it's really decent. The only other thing that 7 has going against it, I will say, is the lack of enemy diversity. Oh, goody. Yeah, definitely give 7 a chance. It goes on sale pretty regularly, too. And, like, you have an Xbox, right? Do you have Game Pass? Because I think 7's still on Game Pass. Uh-oh. Yeah, he saw me. Well, here's my first death. Well, now we'll see how far back I am. I think it's way back to the, Yep. Cool.
Ripley, I need to find
Yes,
a doctor.
great.
I'm a doctor.
My friend needs help. Medical supplies.
Me too. There are no
That was my fault. I knew I shouldn't have actually gotten up.
downstairs in the hospital dispensary.
How do we get there?
Do I look like I'm in any fit state? I need your help, and you need mine. You find the passcode for the service elevator, and then I'll come down to the hospital with you, okay?
Passcode?
Yeah. I can direct you from here. Morley or Lingard would have had the new passcode. Morley's office is your best bet.
It's actually not. It's not as far back as it seems because I took my time to get there. I don't think the alien actually appears.
Let's work together, huh? Mutual benefit. The area you're in was wrong. No, wrong way.
Just tell me where to go, Coleman.
That's right. Along that corridor.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of far back, but it's actually not.
found the passcode?
Yeah, so, yeah, the fact that it doesn't use an autosave, it's very like old school survival horror.
Facility quarantine breach detected.
Oh. Okay. Okay, but I didn't go in that side room. So I don't have the resources to make the other noisemaker. So yeah, like, so one thing, if you're downloading this game and you intend to play it, first of all, you don't have to start on hard mode. Like, you know, it says it's the way that the game is, you know, designed to be played, but you really don't have to start on hard mode. But you save every single time that you can. So it is super close, so do not hold the motion tracker. Okay, so right now he's back in that room. Oh, hey, buddy.
You are standing on a hill. Your home is in the valley below. You are far away, but you can see it clearly. You know you can return.
He is right there. Oh, good. I'm supposed to go in here now. Save point. So yeah, it says there's hostels nearby, so if he catches me while I'm saving, I'm screwed. But he didn't. So we got a save in there, which is good. I think for my own sanity, I'll probably wrap this up in the next 10 minutes or so. I can hear him. I'd love to see him walk through this room again. I'm dead. I found him. Yeah. Hey. At least we're gonna get to see plenty of death animations. That's I can guarantee you that. I can't remember if this game has like an adaptive difficulty system or not. If the game doesn't end with you nuking it from space, it's gonna be, well... Again, I don't want to spoil anything. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Pipe bomb. Oh, that takes a lot of stuff. I have one thing I can put in there. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty sure I put myself in a really bad spot. Okay. All right. Boy. This sure is fun. So again, this is where you can like sort of see the AI. Doing its thing.
Morley.
Oh. This would be a really great spot for a save point. I think another reason why it feels like you lose a lot of progress is just because the amount of time that you have to spend, like, hiding. Well, he's definitely nearby. I might be done. Oh, no, not yet. So if I pull on my motion tracker now, I'm completely screwed. Like, he will hear it. Yeah, that, he looked pretty close at that locker door, so I don't know how many more times I can use one. Shoot, 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 shoot. That's footsteps. I don't know how many more times I can use it before it's like, no, you're done with that. And I don't know, like, once it learns that you can, that you might be in the locker, I don't know if it looks in every single one. Yeah, you see, you can tell it's hearing the tracker. God damn it. It's getting closer. Yep, just nothing to see here. Yeah, I would kill for a friggin' save point right about now. You can also, I think you can throw things like flares or other things, like you can do things to distract it as well. Yeah. Well, if it catches me and I have to go back to that last checkpoint, that'll be it for tonight, but, or as soon as I can find another save point, that'll probably be where I cut things off, because this game gets pretty intense. Oh, okay, so I can... Alright, I can lock that door, which doesn't do a whole lot for me right now. Oh, that doesn't last very long, though. Hey, buddy. Well, this might be it. Do. Sorry if I'm not doing a ton of commentary right now. Okay, what can I do here? Make it difficult to see. Okay. Uh-oh, I think I'm screwed. Okay. Struggle to find a save point. It sure is. The other problem is that I have to search, like, the nearby area. And since, like a genius, I completely forgot which rooms I went into. Okay, so I've definitely been in here. Okay. Yeah, that I thought I was done when I was sort of out in the open there, but luckily. Oh, he was right there. Yeah, it's still early in the game, right? So a lot of the like a lot of the AI is basically still learning at this point. I want to say it's like certain story elements that, like, if you when you progress to a certain point, it will start learning. It'll evolve, right? So right now, like I said, it's kind of in its earliest phases. This is like the first really major section. Oh crap. Okay, it can hear you breathe. I didn't realize you had to pull a trigger to hold your breath. So, where does that put me, exactly? Yeah, alright, well, now I know. So, there is, yeah, there's actually a mechanic where you have to hold your breath. That's crazy. I wish I've never had to do that before. All right, yeah, definitely learned quicker than I think. So I think we're good for now. We still made a pretty decent amount of progress for this one stream. So. Yeah, guns do nothing. Oh wait, I got every bullet counts. Oh, just use a revolver. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I think we did pretty well for the first stream. I might try to sort of get back to roughly where I was before for next week. So I might play a bit leading up to the start of the stream, just to basically get back to the point where I just need to find the room for the doctor's route. But anyway, still a lot of fun. It is a very tense game. Like it is definitely intense, and you will be on edge while you're playing it. So yeah, there you go. So that's Alien Isolation. We got to see a few of the different death animations. Here's another one. Anyway, yeah, so that was Alien Isolation. Just want to thank everyone who took time to hang out for a bit. Kamikaze Kid, Roll Stats, I appreciate hanging out. It's always great chatting to you guys. I know I've missed like the last month and a half or 2 months of Wednesday streams, but I will be back on Wednesday with some Resident Evil Village, and back on Monday again with some more Alien Isolation. So just want to thank you guys for hanging out, and anyone who watched this on demand. I do plan on uploading this one to YouTube. I haven't been doing that lately with the streams, but I do plan on uploading this one. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have a great evening, day, week, month of May 2022. And I will see you all next time. So thanks again, Roll Stats, Kamikaze Kid. It was great chatting with you, as always. Until next time, though, take care.